Hey guys, it's Prince Rich with Rich Technology Group, and in today's video, we are going to do a hands-on demo and in-depth review of the Discover D711U, which is a headset. It's a voice over IP headset that you can use for, VoIP or virtual meetings. It is actually the little brother to the previous review that we Discover D712U, which we actually reviewed in another video. So before we hop into this video, let me show you what you got and let me let you guys know where we actually got this headset from. So before we hop into this review, big thank you to the boys and girls over at Headset Advisor, who are the basically the folks who sell and own the brand Discover headset. They were gracious enough to send this over to me, the Discover D711U, for review. If you're interested in this headset, below this video and also in the description on our blog, I'll have a link directly to this headset where you can see pricing for it in certified refurbished, brand new, or if you decide that you want to do a rental on it. So again, big shout out and thank you to Headset Advisor. We highly recommend those guys. They offer a range of things from Discover to Jabra to Plantronics to Sennheiser and a bunch of other brands, but what makes them super unique is they've got everything from your mid-grade, your low grade if you're looking for something kind of low end and just to get by, your mid-grade if you're looking for something kind of in the middle, but you don't want to break the bank, but you don't want anything that lacks on features, and even your high end for those of you out there who are headset communication junkies and you want something that is, a little bit better than the rest or whatnot. They also offer certified refurbished. I think I already mentioned that. And they also have a rental plan where you can rent headsets versus own them, which makes them very unique as well. That may be a big fit for bigger businesses. So anyways, without further ado, let's jump into this review. So as I mentioned already, this one, the D711U, is the little brother to the D712U. What is the difference? The 1 in the number and the 2 in the number. The 11U has just one ear set. Let's take that out there. So for those of you who prefer the one ear thing, this is definitely the headset for you. And we're not going to go into too much details, but I just wanted to show you guys the difference in the 12U. Because the 12U, as the 2 in the name implies, includes the 2 headsets. I did a review on this particular headset in a separate video, so I'll tag that in the cards on YouTube and maybe put it in the blog and in the description as below. I'll put them both there for those of you who have a preference. But for the purposes of today's video, we're going to do a hands-on review of the D711U. Now, for those of you who know me, you know that I like a good travel case because we like to get out and see the world and travel for business here at Rich Technology Group. And I got to say, as always, I'm impressed with this case. It's kind of a cloth/nylon fabric tough case. It's pretty tough. If you can see that there, definitely good to throw around the office if you need to move this around or travel in, if you're getting on a plane or hopping in a cab or something like that. This is a great case, you guys. Smooth zipper transition and just a great case. It's even got a little pocket that you can throw some things in. But let's get into what you really came here to see. So here goes the USB. Let's get that out of there. Get our volume control and our USB interfaces out of the way so we can get down to what really matters here. And there we go. Let's move some of this stuff out of the way here so you guys can clearly see. There we go. There is the headset. I dig this. First of all, this is very unique in itself. These little rivets, I guess this is to give you comfort on the brow instead of how some of them, it's just a hard piece of plastic that goes across. It's actually really cushy. It's like padded, like it's got air pockets in it. Almost kind of like the little bubble things that people like to pop on shipping. The stuff that's packed and stuffed in shipping packets and things like that. That's what that actually kind of reminds me of. Is that, except it doesn't pop, obviously. You got your Discover headsets logo there on it, so branded as is. It's got a nice mic with decent rotation. Let's see if that thing rotates 360. No, it does not. It locks here. So obviously this means you can wear this on each side of your head, but just understand that this does lock. The mic on this thing seems pretty sturdy. It looks like if you hit something with it, like a sandwich you're eating or something walking around, it's not going to break it easily. This thing looks like that it can give. As I mentioned when I did the review on the D712U, the bigger brother to this one that's got the 2 earphones versus the 1, this headset, let's zoom in there for you guys on that a bit. Come on. This headset doesn't look like it gives much. And I've got other headsets in this office laying around and that I use where if you try to bend this, you'll break it. It's not designed to bend. It can bend a tiny bit, like maybe like that, but not much. But this is actually interestingly and surprisingly deceiving because it looks like it wouldn't give, but it actually does. And it gives quite a bit, and it actually stays there. It's got a little bit of flexibility, but not much, like what you're used to with the corded headsets that have like the truly riveted like mic. But I like that. It has just enough to give, but not enough to where it's just going to be all over the place or anything like that. This thing has great adjustability, just like its bigger brother. Yes, it does. Just like its bigger brother, which I mentioned in a previous video on that one, which again I'll tag in the description and in the cards on this video and in our blog. A lot of headsets that I get, they tend to only have a tiny bit of give or play or adjustability. Whereas I noticed some of these Discover headsets, for those of you out there, I'm just going to say it, that have big heads, this might actually be good for you because this thing adjusts really large for somebody who may have a larger head. I got a small head. So I find that like the regular amount, the regular closed status of these headsets like this is still, it's almost like just right. It's almost like it's just right for my head. Like closed up is almost like too big for me. But this thing has a lot of play in it, guys, for those of you out here that need more play. I know that sounds goofy, but I've had a lot of people that have said, hey, Prince, do you know of a headset that, is for folks that aren't so small-headed, The padding on it is super cushy. And for those of you who didn't see, let me go back and grab that. It actually did have some extra pads in it. Usually I show that at the beginning of the video, but I forgot. It's got the extra styrofoam part if you want to go styrofoam for the inner ear part of the assembly. And then it's got the Pleathercon, like what you see there. So in here, that will go, and we'll leave that back there. The padding on it is actually really nice. It's really cushy. I'm going to put it on in a minute and really tell you guys how it sounds and what I think, and then we'll look at some reviews and look at the price. But I kind of dig it so far. As far as interfaces, it's USB, which means it will work well with most of your typical IP phones that are out on the market because most all of them support USB. Some of them, and in many cases with the ones that you guys see me review, they have 2 USB ports. One in the back and one on the side. It does not have the quick detachable ordeal that some of you have seen in some of the other videos that I've done where you can actually detach this part from the headset and then plug something else in like an 8mm jack or whatever it may be that you're looking for. So what you see is what you get here. It's USB. If you want it to be something other than USB, then you'd probably have to buy a separate adapter, but I just want to make that clear that this headset doesn't have the quick detach, like connector, like some of your mid-grade and higher-end headsets tend to have. As always, you've got your typical volume control, mute control, and answer or hang-up call control, which this one is not included on every headset that I've seen. I've got a lot of headsets in this office, you guys, and a bunch that we are yet to review, which are going to be in some upcoming videos. But I actually like this, the ability to be able to hang up and answer a call with that. The up and down volume is pretty self-explanatory. The mute is pretty self-explanatory. And this light indicator, usually from what I've seen on these, it's green when you're in an active conversation. And if you click the mute, it depends on the model. Some of them are red and some of it is like a blinking or a steady amber. But green usually means that it's, transmitting sound. And then the mute the red, the blinking or solid red or the blinking or solid amber means that you've muted the call or something like that. Keep in mind, too, that if you're using this on an IP phone or you're using this for a virtual meeting, and I've ran into this problem a few times myself, if you mute this thing with this control, this overrides your actual IP phone or overrides your settings on your laptop or in your virtual meeting with, say, like a Vonage meetings or RingCentral meetings or Zoom meetings or something like that. I can't tell you how many times I've clicked this mute because somebody comes in my office, like my wife or my kids, to ask me something. And then I go back to my Zoom or whatever and unmute myself, or to my RingCentral meeting and unmute myself. And people are saying, Prince, we can't hear you. And it's because I forgot to click this. So keep in mind that this button will usually override any IP phone or software settings that you have enabled. Let's go ahead and put this thing on and see how comfortable it is. And then we're going to jump into some online reviews, which I'm going to relay to you guys. And then we're going to look at the pricing and wrap up this video. So here we are, guys, sporting the luxurious Discover D711U from Headset Advisor. It's comfortable. While it's not blocking out that much sound because it only covers one ear, it is blocking out sound pretty well on the side that I've got my ear covered on. So I like it. It's flexible. It's comfortable. It's got really good adjustability on it for people like me that have got a small head or people that have a bigger head. Let you guys see that really good there. I dig it. Let's hop into some reviews and see what people are actually saying about this thing. And then we'll take a look at the price and go from there. So let's hop into some reviews on this thing. And as you guys know, I like to keep it real. So we're going to look at some stellar reviews, and then we're going to hop into some not so great reviews, just to get a little bit of perspective about what people think about this headset. So let's see here. Great sound quality and outstanding customer service. My wife just started using the Discover D711U headset, so time will tell regarding durability, etc. Thus far, she has received great feedback from her clients and callers that the voice quality sounds identical to a landline phone. Now that's a big plus right there, you guys, and I dig that. He also goes further, he or she, his name is Michael, also goes further into saying, this headset has a USB plug for a computer, and it's also working well on our IP phone. Next review. Let's see here. Perfect headset. I have purchased numerous headsets because they stopped working. I came across this one and was hesitant because of the price. However, I could say that I could say that I spent more money buying replacement headsets, and this one has surpassed my expectations. The sound quality is great, and it fits comfortably around my head. I am on Zoom meetings and other conference calls a lot throughout the day, and it is very comfortable to wear for many hours at a time. I'm more than pleased and highly recommend this specific model of headset. Great review there. No complaints from me. Now let's dive into the not so glamorous reviews, you guys. Let's go see what we can find that's around maybe 1 to 2 stars. And you know what? I might be trumped here because all there is on this that I can find is 4 5.0 reviews. Well, hey, that's a wrap. All right, you guys, so to what you really want to see or hear, the price. So, the Discover D711U single speaker wired USB headset for professionals, for VoIP, and for IP phone use or video meetings. It goes for one-time purchase, certified refurbished from Headset Advisor, $69.99 with free shipping. Brand new, it goes for $79.99. So if it was me, I would just go ahead and buy and pay the extra $10 to get new. Although I've had customers that have purchased stuff certified refurb from Headset Advisor and had no complaints that I know of. So you're talking $69.99, for refurbished and $79.99 for new. That's pretty good considering its bigger brother, the dual headset one, costs $89 and then $99 for refurbished versus new. Or you can rent it, for those of you interested in a rental, for $5.60 a month, which from what I understand with Headset Advisor, that includes if the thing breaks or anything like that, or you have any malfunctions with it, they'll go ahead and replace it. And I also believe as time progresses, when it becomes obsolete and they have a new and improved version, they'll just send you another one and you send the other one back for $5.60 at the time of this, for $5.60 per month, for headsets. So not a bad deal. For how it feels, what I've seen so far, I think it's actually a really good price for the quality of this headset. So that wraps up this video, you guys, of my in-depth review of the Discover D711U headset. Again, it is a single ear headset. Its bigger brother being the D712U, which I did in a different video, but I like it. It's very comfortable. It's got good length on the mic. I don't know what the sound quality is personally, because other people in the reviews are obviously saying it's excellent. It's really comfortable on the head, you guys, as I mentioned before, whereas other headsets, they feel plasticky and feel very rigid on top of your head, like a piece of hardened plastic. This does have the hardened plastic, but the pads under it are just absolutely wonderful on top of my head. I'm kind of a bald, almost kind of bald kind of guy. So having something that's soft up there versus it being hard plastic on my head that's weighing down on me is nice. It's a little weighty. It's not super heavy, but it's not super light either. It's right in the middle. I've got other headsets that I've reviewed and that I use personally that are a lot lighter than this. But for how big the pads are, how sturdy and durable the material feels, it's heavier than most headsets that I own and have reviewed, but it's lighter than I would expect for how durable and how solid this material is. The price is good. I mean, you're talking basically an average price of like $69 for this thing, new or refurb, and then you can rent it for less than $6 a month for one or more people that you are interested in, getting it for. Again, below this video, I'll include a link directly to it, as well as directly to its bigger brother, so you can see the comparison of the two if you're somebody that prefers either double ear or single ear like this one. If you are interested in more than one of these and would like to talk with somebody over at Headset Advisor about maybe getting special pricing, or you're not sure what you need, you want to know if they've got maybe other headsets other than this one that may be new, certified, refurbished, or that you can get on a rental and you'd like to chat with somebody over there, I'm hooked up well with the boys and girls over at Headset Advisor. Feel free to contact me directly and I'll hook you up with those guys, as well as give you access to some coupon codes for further discount on whatever order you guys work up. If you found this video helpful, please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. We upload new videos every single week. Prince Rich with Rich Technology Group, your go-to guy for the best deals on business phone and internet service in the United States. I'll talk to you guys again in the next video.